Hey there, Flo here, doing a random IRL. See if I can get, okay, good, wide angle there. That'll work. Hey Leo, thanks for the lemon. So happy Merry Christmas Eve. Weird title is all just a random play on words related to Christmas Eve. So in case you're wondering what that's all about, I am out in the middle of nowhere on this volcano. I almost got stuck getting out here. The roads are really bad, but I had to put my chains on. Hopefully I'll be able to get back out of here. But I'm going to try to keep this not too long because I don't want to be out here in the dark. I have to walk back down there somewhere to my car and try to make my way back out of here. But I am climbing this red volcano here. I'm about, I don't know, halfway up already because there was no signal until up this high. I kept testing it as I was coming up this ridge here, and just right around here is when the signal got good enough, and it might cut in and out, I don't know, as I go behind trees and rocks and stuff. But I'm going to try to go up to the top right there and check out the view and then head back down. I won't stay around too long. So yeah, I haven't been live streaming much lately. Actually, shoot, I might have to go down there where that snow is, but the signal would maybe break if I do, so I have to push through these bushes if I want to keep the live stream going, which is not ideal, but maybe there's a clearing over here. Yeah, I haven't been streaming much lately, just haven't really felt up to it, and like I mentioned in my last live stream, I'm still working on that Bible app. Keep getting stuck in the details. Not very good at programming anymore. Well, never was, but I used to do it more than I do now. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. But eventually I'd like to finish that so I can get back to reading the Bible on my stream. I mean, I don't at all have to wait to finish that app before I start reading again, but I just sort of have gone that route for whatever reason. So I have to be a little bit careful. There's some snow here, but it's thankfully not too slippery or frozen. It's kind of melting at this point. A little bit earlier today, though, I was in knee-high snow, just post-holing at every foot, every step. That was interesting. So it looks like I can go around this bush here, I think if I stay on this outer rim, I'm more likely to have a signal than if I get down into the rocks. So I'll try to stay over here. This is pretty random. I had no intentions of doing a cool hike like this. I didn't even know if it would be possible. And I certainly didn't plan it until this morning. I was like, wait a minute. I haven't hiked in a long time, and there is snow out here, but it's not ridiculous amounts of snow. Like from how it looks right here, it doesn't look like there's much snow at all, but it's because this rock stuff doesn't hold the snow very well. But if you look down there between the trees, it's actually it's covered everything, and it's really deep. It's like probably 18 inches deep or 24 inches, depending on where you're at. Like I said, I was going all the way up to my knees in it when I was walking through there. But yeah, I just thought I'd try. I didn't really know where I was going to go. And by the way, there's tons of really interesting rocks here. I've been picking up a few. Lots of cool lava rocks. Interesting shapes. So I might show those to my friends that I've been reconnecting with just for fun. I don't know if they're into rocks, but I don't really have a lot of people to share the things that I'm interested in with. Other than you guys on the stream, but I haven't really been getting a lot of views because I'm not streaming that much and I just do weird random stuff. So anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. I'm doing my rambling thing again, but yeah, so yeah, well, there you go. Just really happy to be out. Oh yeah, I was just talking about trying to get out. I didn't know if I'd even be able to get to the closest destinations, much less something that's kind of far away like this, but I decided to take a risk. I thankfully had my chains with me because the road I was on was terrible and I literally got stuck, so I had to pull my chains out, and that was the only way I could have kept going. And nobody's coming up here. There are some kind of old tire tracks on the road where I was at, but I don't think anyone's going to be up here today, so if I'm stuck, I'm kind of on my own. So thankfully the chains got me out of that little bind, and hopefully they'll get me back to where I am on a safer road as well. Thankfully I was going up to get, I was gaining elevation to get up here. Like obviously where I'm hiking I'm going up, but the road also was gaining elevation, so if I was able to get up in spite of the slippery and deep snow, it should be even more feasible to get back down, theoretically. I'll just have to be very careful and not slide off the road, because that's basically what happened to me. Was it 2 years ago now? I'm kind of losing track of time, but yeah, like 2 years ago I was out on an adventure like this. I think it was actually in February, which is even more crazy. And yeah, I just basically hit a sheet of ice and broke off, spun off. I didn't spin off the road, but I just kind of veered off the road out of control and into a tree. So it's definitely not something I want to do again. Okay, so I think I need to stay up on this ridge if I want to keep a signal here. Let me see, I think it tells me the signal on the screen. Yeah, it looks okay. That's one advantage of using IRL Pro. It does give you some basic stats, which is nice. Let's go around this way though. Man, I haven't done an IRL stream like this for, I don't know, it feels like forever, but it's probably like maybe 3 months ago. Not sure. I have my external wireless mic. Actually, come to think of it, I was on another volcano that looks kind of like this one. It's not the same one, but kind of remember that might have been the last IRL stream that I did. Here's an interesting piece. It's got all that alien shapes in it, but it's also yellow. Yellow is not as common. I mean, there's a lot of yellow up here in particular, but I think I'll take a couple of these random interesting rocks. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm not necessarily over rocks because I still like them and I'm interested, but at a certain point you see so many that like they're just too many. They're cool to look at though. So intricate with the flowing lava shapes and all the little bubbles that form in the stuff. They're very lightweight too. Like all of these rocks down there, they don't really feel like rocks when you pick them up because there's so much air in them. Almost to the turn in the trail, which will take me up to the summit. In all honesty, I think coming up this ridge is actually the most interesting part. Well, I don't know. I have been here before. It was at least a couple years ago, so I don't actually remember, but there's probably a nice view up at the top, but I kind of like these, I don't know, Stegosaurus spines going up these really sharp ridges. That's kind of my favorite part of the hike. I might get back into live streaming early next year. Maybe not to any kind of regular schedule. Of course, if anybody follows my channel, you know that's never been a thing anyway. But there's been times where I stream like almost every day. I don't know if I'll get back into that kind of frequency, but we'll see. I hope the chat is working. I apologize if it isn't. Let me refresh that just in case. Okay, I might be imagining it, but I keep hearing little chimes or something. Normally that's the sound it makes when somebody chats, so that's why I wasn't sure. It could also be the signal is kind of breaking up and it's coming in and out or something. I don't know. My hands are freezing. I actually have some gloves in my pocket. I should grab those. Because, yeah, it's cold. If I can reach him. There we go. Drop him on the floor, aka the ground. Might want to put my stocking cap on too. It didn't feel really cold when I was down lower, but just the wind is kind of picking up here. It's definitely cold. It's probably below freezing, but I don't know. Freezing is honestly not that crazy cold to me sometimes. Sorry for the sniffles, but I always get that when I'm out in the cold, first of all, and then second of all, I've had this really bad something going on with my nose, and I think it's I've been trying a bunch of different stuff. Like I got a humidifier thinking maybe it was because of the dry winter air, and I don't know if that's it or not, probably not. I also got some oil and aloe and made a mixture that I found a recipe online. You apply that to your nose and it's supposed to help, but I don't know if that'll help. But then also I think what's actually causing it is the smoke from the fireplace. It needs to be resealed with a fiberglass tape around the edge of the door, and I need to do that. And hey, somebody else has been up here. There's a beer can or something. Not recently though, it's probably from earlier this year or years past. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like the smoke I think is getting into the living space and it's really unhealthy. It can actually be dangerous, the carbon monoxide and whatnot. So I need to try to get that fixed as soon as possible. Let me get back to normal angle here. Get some of those details over there. So yeah, sorry, I don't know if anyone's in chat, but if you are and I'm not responding, I apologize. Sometimes my technology doesn't work quite right. Normally I would have my second phone out, and if I did that, I would almost guaranteed not miss chat, but it's kind of a pain, especially when I'm carrying the gimbal with a phone on it, and I also have my hiking stick here, so I can't really hold the phone. Very cool spot though. I probably won't stream the whole hike down because, like I said, the signal breaks at a certain point when I was coming up, so it'll do the same as I'm going down. So maybe I'll end the stream when I get up to the top and look around for a while, and I can take some pictures on my way back. This is a pretty nice scene. I do like the when I have a good signal, like I think I have one right now. Let me check yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. I don't necessarily mind, like I've said this a million times, but I don't necessarily mind not taking a bunch of pictures because the live stream is a good record of the experience, but sometimes if the signal's really bad, then the video quality is garbage, and I sort of wish I had a few pictures. Okay, I have no idea if the signal will hold out going this way. I didn't really figure out where the cell towers are. I think there's apps you can download that show a map or like an arrow pointing at the cell tower so you kind of know where they are. But I don't have that app. I think I've experimented with something like that in the past. Just kind of looking at the rocks as I go. Yeah, it's getting colder. I did bring a second coat if I need to throw that on. It's more of a rain jacket. There was actually some possible rain, or there might be snow over here, but there was possible rain in the forecast, so I didn't really think it would make sense to go on a hike today, but when I actually looked at the hourly forecast, it said not till like way later in the evening, so I might get away with having no precipitation while I'm up here. I don't know if I'll fully explore this butte today because, like I said, I need to get back before dark. And there's quite a weird shape up here. There's like a couple craters and kind of like a figure eight, if I remember right, that I could explore. And then there's this random path going around that way, but I think that just kind of ends not very far down there. So I'm just gonna head up the side of this thing, what looks like more or less the top, and check out the view. I don't think it'll be that different from what I've already seen, but it is, yeah, it's opening up, like it's very panoramic as I'm going. I think the summit's right up there, so I'll go up there just to say that I was here. I like to mark my map when I get to summits. But then I'll come back down here where the view is actually probably better. But yeah, that smoke thing has really been doing a number on me. Not been feeling well lately. I haven't 100% confirmed that's what's going on, but that's kind of my educated guess. I don't have a carbon monoxide reader detector thing to confirm it. I don't know how else to figure that out. Let's see, how's the signal? Looks like it's okay. So last second, just earlier this morning, my parents called me. We were planning not to do anything this Christmas or holidays, because we live pretty far away from each other. And we just were gonna chill this year, not try to get together, but I always wondered, my mom always feels bad when that happens, and I wondered if they might try something, but it sounded like we weren't going to. And then all of a sudden, this morning, my mom asked if she could come over, so she's gonna come pick me up and take me home for a few days, I think. So that'll be cool. I thought I was gonna be alone for Christmas and New Year and all that. So that's kind of a nice surprise. I just wasn't planning on it because we had already talked about it and decided not to do anything. So I have to. She's actually on her way right now, so that's another reason I can't stay out too long, because she'll probably get there. Probably not before I get home, but possibly. So I hope everybody has some, well, for those that celebrate the holidays, I don't know, not everybody does, but if you do, hopefully you have a nice time with friends or family, or figure something else to do. What I was gonna do, since I don't have any friends or family in this area where I live, I was just gonna go to some church services, like just some that are relatively close. And I was actually thinking, I looked at all the different churches I could find, and some of them had Christmas Eve services, and they were like at different times. So I was sort of coordinating a schedule of like, hey, I could go to 2 or 3 of these things, and that'd be kind of fun, just to get my cheer level up a bit, because it's kind of, can be a little bit sad time of year when you're all alone and stuff. So anyway, if anybody's in that kind of situation that I'm in, something to do, something to think about, or just find some local Christmas event. It might be too late for that at this point, but I actually went to a Christmas bazaar earlier, like in the end of November, I think. I don't remember. And that was fun, just to do something. And then I've been going to a church pretty regularly, which I haven't been doing much lately. Besides, I mean, prior to a month ago, I wasn't really going anywhere, so that's been good, I guess. But I'm not the kind of guy that makes new friends easily and meets people, because I'm an extreme introvert, so I'm just going, but I'm not really talking to anybody at this point. But anyway, that's what I've been up to lately, I guess. This is weird. I forgot about this, but I feel like this is a road basically going up the top of this thing, but it's a really old road. So I think when I came here last time, I did follow it, and it just kind of disappears into the forest. It gets overgrown at the bottom. But it's pretty obvious that at one time there was people driving up here, and I don't know why. Like, if it's just for the rock quarry excavation type purposes, or if they had like some kind of forest service tower, or something like that. I really don't know, but maybe I'll refresh my memory if there's any kind of bits of structure or foundation over here, but I don't think so. I think I would remember that. I did not remember how far this goes. It's quite a distance before you get to the very top over here. I really need to blow my nose, but I can't. Got these giant pine cones here. It's like the long ones there. Okay, I think this is the summit right here. And the ridge continues, which I could go that way, but I don't think I'm going to today because I need to limit my time up here so I don't run out of daylight. But here's that ridge I was coming up behind me. I can't remember what this app does when I switch to another app, but I'm going to try to mark this real quick so I want to have a record of it. Well, actually, no, I'll save that till when I get back. I normally like when I put the point on the map saying the times that I get here, I like to do it when I'm up here because then it has the timestamp, but if I'm just adding a date to a already existing point, it doesn't matter as much. I should get a picture of this though, it's pretty cool. This might cut the video for a second. Be right back. Oh shoot, I didn't know it was going to end the stream. That sucks. That's annoying because some platforms might not recover from that. Well, sorry if if you were watching and I just ended the stream accidentally. That's annoying. I need to remember that. I shouldn't mess with the camera while I'm live streaming. Well, some of the platforms might be back, others might be done for. I'll figure that out later when I get back home. I hate it when that happens. That was all my fault though. I think the app used to have it like stayed connected when you switch apps. Now it apparently doesn't. Just kind of annoying. Let's see. I think I'll just go back the same way I came. I could go around that side, but I think I'll just stick to where I know. Somehow I got into bushes that I didn't get in on the way up here. That's weird. Or no, I think I did go through these. I just kind of forgot. Okay, looks like right here it's not a bad view, but that place like quite a ways back was spectacular because it didn't have any trees in the way. This isn't too bad either, but I think I'm actually going to go back to that one spot though, because that was even better. It's kind of cool, all these rocks with massive amounts of moss on them. I don't actually see a ton of that, like not to that level. So something about this particular spot retains the moisture better than other areas. This is a pretty nice view right here. I think I stopped here on the way up there. Looks familiar. Wish I could take a picture, but that would mess up the stream again. I guess I do have my second phone. I could try that. It's kind of a pain, but not going to head back up here, so if I want pictures, it's got to be now. Super dusty. Oh, because of that mishap earlier, I don't even know if the stream is still going on any platforms. Hopefully it is, but if not, at least I got partial experience in. Okay, so I'm going to head back to that really wide open view, which I could probably get a similar view right down there somewhere, but I'll just go back to where I know it's really good. And we'll just probably end the stream there, and I'll head back down, be on my way. If I had gotten a little bit earlier start, I might have done 2 hikes. I was sort of thinking about it, but I lost my guts or whatever when I had that experience getting stuck in the snow. I'm like, I don't even know if I should go any further. And where I got stuck was kind of far away from this place, so I wasn't sure I was going to make it up here today. Oh, a rock was falling down. I was like, that sounds like something chasing me. It sounded like a horse or a deer like running. It's like, what? I don't know if that came across on the stream, but that was funny. I couldn't turn around fast enough to like react if it was something with all my camera gear. All right, I think it's not too far from here where I saw that view. Feels like I'm going back farther than I remember, but I think it's still correct. Should be right back here at the end of this ramp, I think. Or possibly just right here. I didn't really show it on the stream kind of on purpose because I wanted to end with that view, so I didn't really do the full panorama when I was over here earlier. So we'll do that right now once I get out here. I'll probably call the stream here. I don't know if I'll do a selfie because I probably have a snot nose. I can feel it. That ramp down there is actually pretty cool. That was that one that I showed earlier that I could go across, sort of. The view would be good there too, but it's not necessarily any better than where I'm at. Take a few steps out this way. So I have a little dead cat thing that comes with this wireless mic. I have that on. Kind of glad I put it on. It is kind of windy up here. We'll see when I watch the replay later how effective it is. This will be a good test of it. And that bird, hopefully that came through. I think this microphone's pretty good compared to ones I've used in the past. Should be picking some of those sounds up pretty good. Hey, I forgot how nice this place is. It's actually really cool. It's one of those that's worth repeating for sure. The views are amazing, and it's not that hard to get up here. With that ridge down there is like the Stegosaurus spine I was talking about, just this ridge going down there. I don't know why I call it a Stegosaurus spine. Sometimes they have like actual like big rocks that look like Stegosaurus plates or something and spikes and stuff. But it's a little exaggerating, but I guess it could be the spine of any kind of dinosaur or some mammals for that matter. Anyway, yeah, I think I will end the stream here. Hopefully it actually recorded. I messed it up earlier, but thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. I guess I'll try to do a quick selfie, pardon the snot nose if that's the case. Ugh. Let's see, how do I even do this? There we go. Camera's all hazy because I didn't clean my screen. Oh well. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. I probably won't live stream until after the end of the year, so maybe I'll see you in 2025 at some point. But yeah, I hope everybody just don't, if you're the kind that gets depressed and lonely during the holidays, I do encourage you to try to find something to do, something that's not destructive. Try to find some people to hang out with, either old friends or just go to a place where there's people, a shopping center, anything. Just enjoy the decorations, the lights, if you're into that kind of stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. It tends to be kind of a hard time for me, and I understand people that don't like Christmas or the holidays for that reason. But yeah, just do what you can to make it through, and hopefully the people that have family and friends have a great time with them. And I will see you all sometime next year, probably, unless I do a random surprise stream before then, but I'm not really planning on it. So we'll catch you guys later. Probably messed this up. Where they put the end stream button is really stupid. All right, we'll see you around. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff again. Later.